What is good, my peeps? It's the Ruckus back at you again. We've got another action figure review, this time in the form of a two-pack. And also, this is a two-parter. This is part one. And you see what it is dealing with. We have got a two-pack, couple of two-packs actually, of the Inhumans. This go round, we've got Black Bolt, king of the Inhumans, and his cousin Triton of the royal family. And we've seen Black Bolt before, a few times before. This is Triton's first appearance in Marvel Legends. Happy to have you. Anyhow, we were teased getting the Inhumans about 2, maybe 3 years ago, somewhere in that area. It was in the totally awesome Hulk wave. We had gotten Karnak, Triton's brother. And so, you know, that was the tease. And then last year, we had gotten, and when I say last year, I mean 2024, we got a two-pack of sorts. We had gotten Crystal, cousins to both Black Bolt and Triton, as well as Lockjaw, the Inhuman dog, which is Crystal's pet, really pet to the whole family, but at the end of the day, it's Crystal's dog. So that really escalated our hopes, and we were like, when we're going to get the rest of the royal family? When are we going to get the rest of the royal family? Kept asking, and as late as this past summer of 2025, it was announced two-packs. One consisting of what you see here, Black Bolt and Triton, and the other one consisting of Black Bolt's wife, Medusa, who was sister to Crystal, and Gorgon, another cousin of the family. So in two fell swoops, two-packs, we're going to get the entire royal family finished. So let's take a look at this two-pack today. Black Bolt, Triton, you see what we got going on the inside. We've got the logo, which is really like Black Bolt's logo at the top there. We've got some artwork, looks old school, some old school artwork of Black Bolt and Triton there. And then we've got some thumbnails of Black Bolt and Triton there at the bottom of the other side. And then we've got a little, some artwork of Triton and Black Bolt inside of that logo. And we also have, guess what? A readout. Exposure to the Terrigen mists granted Black Bolt the power to shatter mountains whenever he speaks, so he rules Atalon as a silent king with the help of fellow Inhuman Triton, whose transformation from Terrigenesis allows him to breathe underwater. So, yeah, very interesting. And the one thing I can tell you it did do with Triton is he can breathe underwater. He can no longer breathe air. So you see that other head in the packaging, and that is well, it's a breather. So, but we'll see that when we get both of these guys out of packaging. We got a better look at the characters out of the packaging, still in the clamshell, of course. And what I am most elated is that both figures come with additional head sculpts. We've got Black Bolt's wings, both extended and retracted, and we get additional sets of hands. We get 2 additional sets of hands for Black Bolt, so he has six hands, 3 pair in total, and Triton has a set of swimmers. So now we have a full view with no plastic surrounding them. Both figures out, and we've gotten Black Bolt before, as I've stated, only this time. This is the first time we've gotten him on the Vulcan body, which is cool. You know, we also have Triton here is on the Vulcan body as well, modified, of course, and we'll see, if you can't see it already, what the modifications are. Anyhow, since we have seen Black Bolt before and Triton is the new Jack, we are going to take a look at Black Bolt first and bring up the rear with Cousin Triton. So now we're going to take a closer look at the king of the Inhumans, Blackagar Boltagon. That's his name. And we shorten it to Black Bolt. Yes, indeed. So that's like his nickname, so to speak. And that's what he's known by across the Marvel universe. The fellow superheroes. That's what they know him as, and they also know him as the King. And you see, he's got this fork at the base of his skull. That's to regulate his power set. Um, yes, you already know, if you know about Black Bolt, you already know about his voice. The little bio on the rear of the packaging spoke on it, and that is definitely the most powerful expression of his abilities. He is an energy manipulator, um, and he can utilize that energy for obviously for his voice, which is incredible. He can he can he uses that fork. I believe they haven't shown it in any recent times, like maybe over 20 years, but I believe he can actually emit energy as in a force beam from that fork, and he can utilize the energies coursing through him to increase his strength. His normal strength is about 5. He could lift about 5 tons, just regular walking around, and utilizing his energy, he can get up into the class 60 range. So that lets you know a little bit something about Black Bolt. And as far as that voice is concerned, whispers can shatter mountains. I just read a book recently. Imperial is a little event going on in Marvel, and issue 3, I believe it was. It was either issue 3 or issue 4, where he just whispered 2 words right there, point blank, at the Grandmaster, an elder of the universe, been around for eons, literally eons, and he broke him, and I mean broke him. I'll just put it to you like that. Anyhow, taking a look, he's basically, molded in black. We've got nice silver for his design, which comes up and over and extends to the rear, which is nice. He's got trim on those gloves, which is cool. And of course, he's got the silver on the fork. The face is looking good with the face print. The mouth and nose and the eyes are exposed. He's blazing the baby blues. Like I said, he's on the Vulcan body mold, so we know what we're going to get here. I'm going to go through it quick. He can look up that far. His head is on a ball hinge, by the way. You can look down that far. You don't get too much in the way of attitude. You can, of course, 360. He can get you more than a T-pose. And he's got butterfly joints. You already know that going in. And he can rear back very nicely. And as far as cross body, those butterfly joints on this guy has got him doing that. You got to love that. He's got the bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. He has the swiveling wrists, and they hinge horizontally. That's on both sides. They're both fists. And all his hands are horizontal hinge, just so you know. He's got the ab crunch, so he can go down that far. He can go back that far. And you've got the waist swivel. He can do the splits that far, get you a nice kick at 90 degrees. He can go back some. He's got the thigh cut, double jointed knees. My knees are kind of tight, but they'll go. So that's cool. He's got the boot swivel, the calf swivel in this case, we call it. He can point his toe forward that far, up that far. He's got ankle pivot and holes at the bottom of his feet. So, the typical articulation we get from the Vulcan mold, which we know and love. Triton is also on the Vulcan mold, so I won't go through the articulation scheme with him. So just let you know beforehand. Here he is with his other head sculpt, and I'm so happy that we got 2 portraits for Black Bolt And of course, out of packaging, he came with the neutral, and he's got the screaming one here. Definitely am happy about that, because if we would have gotten him just like this, then this is how he would always look. But you guys already know that. So there we go with the other head sculpt of Black Bolt doing his scream. It's unfortunate we don't have any type of expression for his power in the form of some type of an accessory, but at least we did get this head sculpt. Here are the two graspers that he comes with, also molded in black, and he also comes with this other set of hands. These are flying hands, and we also got these type of hands with Triton, so they'll be considered swimming hands for him. But another significant use for these style hands for Black Bolt, he has something that he calls his master blow, and he channels all of his power into one strike, and it's usually a karate chop. So just figured you'd want to know that. Technically, Black Bolt came out of packaging incomplete. He's not really fully in uniform, if you will, without these, his wings. These are the retractable ones. The one that are retracted, I should say. As you see, there's a clip there, and they'll go into notches that we have in the back of the figure. And then here are the expanded ones. These are the ones you use when you're putting them in more dynamic poses or flying pose. Next up, we've got Triton, and I can already tell you, very good looking figure. Very good looking figure, and I'm glad we finally have him. You know, like I said before, we've gotten several Black Bolts, and I'm talking about, even you go back to the dark days of Hasbro, of Marvel Legends, we got a couple of Black Bolts then. And then, of course, we've gotten a couple with the current run of Marvel Legends Hasbro. One, the last one we got was in the Black Panther Okoye wave, if I'm not mistaken, was the Okoye wave. And prior to that, we had gotten it in the Thanos Imperative. We had gotten a Black Bolt. Both of them were on the Bucky Cap body molds. But we're not talking about Black Bolt anymore. We're here to talk about our guy Triton. And like I said, he's looking real good. Checking out that head sculpt. Very, very nice. He's got the finned head. He's got the pupilless eyes, and they are kind of yellow, his eyes. Very nice. And yeah, he looks cool. The pointy ears he got going on. And then now, as far as the body, like I said, this is a modified Vulcan body mold. You see the texture there. So they gave him the scales. They textured him so he has the scales, right? And if you recall earlier, I said that he cannot breathe out of water. When he has this head, and he's rocked this design, this visage, for decades. You know, it wasn't until recently, like maybe 10, 15 years ago, that he started wearing that breather. Anyhow, this is how he breathes out of water. You see all of this going down the sides there, along his the sides of his torso, and down the sides of his legs. All of those, all of that, and these right here at the on his shoulders, clavicle, whatever you want to call it, and around there, he that is what enables him to extract. He's able to breathe out of water with that apparatus, with that harness, body harness, whatever it is. But yeah, he's got some nice texture. When you get to the abs, it's looking real good there. You know, they had to redo. Basically, you know, it's on the Vulcan body, but it had to get repurposed with the scales, and I think the team did a great job. They did a great job. Once again, I'm not going to go over the articulation because it's the same exact scheme as Black Bolt. I will, however, show you his other sculpt there, and that is looking cool too. Now, the issue with the sculpt, and it can't be helped, I'm glad we got it, but because he has this breather, he doesn't wear this when you see that. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't wear the harness when he's wearing the, and that, like I said, that's recent when they basically, gave him a different look. But this is looking cool. You can see that it's more, I don't know if you want to call it amphibian like or reptilian or fish like or whatever, but you see his skull, the scalp part, it's got all of these bumps, we'll call them, and his fin is definitely different than the original design. Both head sculpts are banging. He still has the yellow pupilless eyes. Pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. And as I stated previously, he also comes with an extra set of hands, and they are swimmers, as you would imagine he would have. Here's Black Bolt from the Black Panther Okoye wave from quite a few years ago. Quite a few years ago, probably we're talking 7 years ago, I think. It's unfortunate that that figure is, and it's Black Bolt, but he was molded in a blue, as you can see, and it's way far off from black. So unless someone is creative enough and skilled enough to paint the head on the Okoye wave version into black, you can't get away with using that head on the on our 2-pack here. I believe it'll fit on the ball peg, but I'm not even going to try it because it doesn't matter, because you can't they won't match. So it is what it is. And look who's come seeking attention. We've got Lockjaw, and broke him out for a comparison with Black Bolt because he's part of the royal family, and we see Lockjaw with Black Bolt a lot, like we do with Crystal. And he is Triton with his brother Karnak, who started this train about 3 years ago. And by rights, the train needs to end with Karnak because we need a redo. He's on the Pizza Spidey body, and yeah, we need something new. We need to get him redone. But it's he's only about 3 years old, so I don't know if we'll get a redo, a revisitation on Karnak anytime soon. So that's it, everyone. Part 1 of our 2-part Inhuman 2-pack extravaganza in the books. We are talking here Black Bolt and Triton. Triton, an all-new figure. Black Bolt we've seen before, but not like this on the Vulcan. They're both on the Vulcan body molds, and that is a good thing for real. With Black Bolt, I wish we had some kind of way we could get a power effect for that scream of his, for sure. Or I wouldn't have minded if they had actually repeated. They gave us the that head sculpt from the Okoye wave version, the screaming one, because it actually shows his power getting ready to be let out with his tuning fork blistering with power, and he's got the blue power effect in his mouth. That would have been great for this version. We didn't get that, though. We did get better wings, I will say that. The wings we got, both sets, are better, and overall, because it's on the Vulcan body, it's a better figure. A definite upgrade, much needed. As for Triton, it's the first time we've gotten him, and welcome addition to the collection, and definitely bringing us another step closer to completing the Inhumans. The Inhumans is essentially complete, essentially complete, as we will demonstrate the next go round. But we're talking about Triton right now, also in the Vulcan body mold, but modified, repurposed. He's got the textures to show the scales. We've got that other head sculpt. Both head sculpts on this guy are fabulous. Definite great addition to the collection. Yeah, we're going to see these two guys again because we're going to have to get a family portrait shot at the end of part 2. So stay tuned for that. Let me know what you think about this 2-pack. Anybody that's been a fan of the Inhumans and been waiting, are you happy what's going on now, or you could care less, or you're still dissatisfied, let me know in the comment section below. Also, like the video, share, and give give a subscription a try if you haven't. You know, we'd love to have you. Hit the notification bell so you can be alerted when we upload another video, which we will be doing very, very soon. So until then, next time, part 2 is on point, is on deck. We're going to get to that. And yeah, I'll see you then. Take care, y'all. Peace.